still needs to be popped behind bars. Definitely needs to be popped behind bars. I'm gonna change the screen just because it's hard to see. It's hard to see here with this. Let's see. We can pop this one on. Can everybody see the comments better now? I mean, there it is, Tavia. If you report it, it basically shows that you know you're in the wrong. And guess what? She reported it. Of course, she reported my first 2 notifications that I was going live. I've made sure she's unblocked on the account that she has over 1,000 followers on, so she can come in here. Hey, Nessie baby. Hey, Sobi. Hey, Heather. Hello, everybody. Miss Petty. Oh, Miss Pretty. Sorry, I said Miss Petty. I meant Miss Pretty. If you guys don't mind live, hey, Venom. Yeah, if you guys can just share this out, like this screen, because I'm sure they're going to be mass reporting. Denise has already shown me that she stalks my lives from the outside. I mean, talk about being emotionally weak where you can't handle anybody talking about you, that you have to watch everything they do. But I know that about her because back in the day when I used to be friendly with her, she used to call me and say, "Oh, I'm so busy. I'm working 2 jobs. Can you screen record this live for me? I need somebody to screen this live for me." If you're in here screen recording for somebody, I'm just going to tell you as somebody from personal experience, they're using you. They don't care about you. They're using you. They're using you because they're so concerned about every little detail of anybody talking about them. They can't emotionally handle it. They have to knock everything out of the water because, God forbid, the truth is told on them. I don't know why Tavia is not here. I mean, she's got so much to say. I figured she would have jumped all over this opportunity to talk with me. I've never spoken with her. I've never had a one-on-one conversation with Tavia. She only came after me. It started about 2 years ago where she joined in the fun when Uni was asking everybody to come after me for him, when Uni was literally using people of color to do his work for him because he's a whole-ass white man too. I mean, Uni can come in here, but he's too chicken shit to face me. Lady Guinevere, she's too chicken shit to face me. She can come in here. Penelope's too chicken shit to face me. Let's see. Johnson, I don't know you. So why would I allow somebody named Johnson and Johnson up here who I don't even know? Like, sorry, but only I'm waiting for a specific guest. Sorry. I don't know who you are. Do you mind? Just want to see what's up. Well, you don't need to come into the box to see what's up. No offense. I have this live set of time aside for a specific person. No offense. But I don't know you, Johnson. So, why would I, why do you want to pop in a box with me? I don't know you. Do you know me? Because I know how this group operates. I know how they operate. I know that they love to send people in from troll pages. I mean, Tavia went into a live with Kane Allen and called me the whole ass F slur. You know, she wants to call me the F slur, but she's not homophobic, right? Why won't she come say it to my face? Oh yeah, she called me the F slur multiple times right in front of Cuban Delight, who all Cuban Delight had to say was, "Oh." And Kane Allen, who, God forbid anybody call him anything, and I don't agree with anybody using slurs, but he'll be the first person to rage farm out here for it and do a fake GoFundMe where he'll claim one of his relatives died when they really didn't, so he could profit off of everybody. That's why Kane. Oh, I gotta restart my live already because they're already mass reporting it. They don't like the truth told on them. I'll be right back. Like the truth told on them. I'll be right back. Make sure to rejoin, please. So I'm going to come right back. I'm going to restart the live because they're already reporting it, and I don't want to get violated. If you can, just Hey, Red. Let's see. Hey, Pagan. I thought I was, yeah, I don't know why. I think I accidentally removed you. Sometimes I get a little bit too cautious and I remove people or block people accidentally if I think they're on the ops side, but I apologize if I did that. I need to make sure I'm following you back though. Yes, there you are. Hey, Red. So, if somebody looks like they're a troll account, I may block them just because there's, and please be interactive, like the live, share it out. I don't need gifts, but if you can like it, share it out. Try and keep the live up essentially, because like I said, I know they're already mass reporting. I want to try and keep this live up and going. I want to give Tavi a chance to come and essentially come and address me, since she's all about say it to my face. I want to give her a chance to come and say anything she needs to say to my face. You know, she and I have never actually had one-on-one conversations. She just started coming after me for her friends, like most of them do. And so again, I wanted to give her the opportunity to ask me any questions or address whatever she needs to address with me, since she has a lot to say to me from, behind a screen. And since I woke up this morning to a troll account that was targeting my friend who's a victim of police brutality, I'm going to show you guys I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to show you the account and how I know it was Tavia, because she wants to basically act like it wasn't her. And then she's accusing me of being behind things that I haven't seen anything but her story time. Let's see. Let's see if I could find. There we go. So can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? What this says, James Barnes _ZAP? So the zap, I believe, is because my friend, who was taken out of this world by police, when the one officer was pummeling him on the shore and basically ending his life from that, the other officer that was supposed to be there to help came along and started tasing him. So this is basically Tavia's way of making fun of the way that my friend was offed by police. So I woke up this morning and all three of my accounts had a request to follow me. And that picture is a picture that I took of him when I was in photography school in 2007, shortly before I moved to Alaska, which was in 2008. See, I'm pretty open with my life. I don't know why they can't be. And so Tavi is using the picture of my friend that I took from photography school as his profile picture. And then she's making this whole page called James Barnes Zap, because James was tasered before he was executed on the beaches at Honeymoon Island in Florida. And James, again, no matter how you feel about me, remember, James is a victim of police brutality from 2012, well before the internet. I'm sorry, not before the internet, well before TikTok. So he's not done anything to anybody on here. He is the victim. They are literally using a ghost, a victim of police brutality, in their fight against me. This is what several Fold members are doing. Several people are doing it. Hey, Amanda. Hey, love. Hey, Bish. If you guys can like this and share it out, I don't need gifts. I know gifts can keep the live up, but so can sharing it out. And I know Jennifer's trying to take credit, saying that she made the profile, and she's saying, "Why won't you face me?" Just so everybody knows, I have given Jenny Torres a ridiculous amount of time. I have hours, about 5.5 hours total, that I have given her to talk. I don't know who Rick Sanchez is, so if I don't know you, you're not coming up right now. Sorry. You can say who you are in the comments section and what your intentions are if you feel like you want to join the live. But right now I'm waiting for Tavia. If anybody could send Tavia messages, her account that she can go live on is the one with over 1,000. I think it's the one that says I can only identify as black. I think that's her screen name. I think that's the one that she can go live on. So Jenny Torres is trying to take credit because Jenny likes to stand in the way for everybody. Jenny really, again, I've never done anything to Jenny except for return energy. That's it. So she wants to say, remember energy for energy, but let's remember who started everything first, Jenny. You have to go back to the beginning of where everything started. Because really, Jenny, you had no reason to come after me except for you were doing it for other people. You can't mind your own business. Same thing with Tavia. She was doing it for other people. I didn't say her name, right? You didn't say her name, right, Joe? Whose name? Who's Red? I'm sorry. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Let me scroll back. Yeah, no, I didn't say Jenny was responsible. She's trying to take credit because I think she wants Tavia to be left alone. This is the thing I know about Tavia and Jenny. That account was deleted today. It wasn't taken down by being reported. It was deleted. So the person got scared or something because I was tagging like a bunch of Landini and other people. Jenny would absolutely not take down an account. Jenny is a little bit like, in my opinion, somebody who needs to be locked up for the rest of her life. I think they should throw away the key. She's certifiably insane, and I feel that, in my opinion, and I feel that she belongs in either a mental hospital or jail. And I feel like it's pretty sad that her friends let her go on these rampages across the internet and that they don't do a wellness check on her. Because I fully believe that she needs one. I fully believe that Jenny Torres needs to be, seriously, somebody needs to have her psychologically evaluated, in my opinion. Jenny wouldn't take down the account. From what I know of her, she's not. Tavia's clearly missing out. Tavia's got a chance right now to go live with me if she wants. She's got a lot of energy. She says, she had a surprise for me, and the surprise was this account that she clearly created because it wasn't Jenny. Jenny wasn't following it. It was only Tavia, Cuban, Rabbi, the people that like to use James as, their plaything. I mean, Jenny does too. Jenny literally made a video of James singing with the officer who took him out of this world. She made a video of both of them singing. And then she's got 2 pages, pull underscore, there's an underscore between each word. It's pull up for justice crew, and crew is spelled with a K. It's a 1 and a 2, and there's an underscore between each word. And that's Jenny Torres's pages where she's claiming that she's an advocate for victims of police brutality, but she literally made a video of a victim of police brutality singing with the officer who took him out of this world, only to try and get to me. So imagine she's saying, the family doesn't want you to speak on it. Well, I'm trying to get justice for the person. Can you imagine if the family saw that? So she doesn't care about the family. None of them care about the family. None of them care about the victim. They only care about themselves. And they're using a victim in their fight against me. Again, James has not done anything to anybody. He's been gone since 2012. How could he have? I met all of you through TikTok. So how could James have done anything to any of you? So I'm just curious, why do they have so much energy for a victim? Is it that your bigotry and your prejudice somehow justifies it, that because he's gay or because he's white or both? Is that it? Because you think his life was not deserving because of that? Because then, let's talk about Cuban Delight, who likes to label everybody as racist, but yet she's white pretending that she's not. And she's being disrespectful to natives and people of color while she's claiming that she's native and a person of color, and she's not. And she says that she doesn't have to supply proof for anything, but yet she's asking a native man for proof of who was saying that she was bullying and harassing him. That doesn't make any sense to me. Just because she talks like she's a badass doesn't mean she actually is. Same with Tavia. I mean, obviously, Tavia's got a lot of energy behind a screen, but that's about it. So I'm going to ask you guys, if somebody needs to be muted or kicked out, it depends on what they're saying, but I don't want to be too quick to jump on that bandwagon to kick people out or mute them. I really would, if everybody could send this live to Tavia and ask her where she's at. She's the one that wanted my attention so badly. And I understand she may be busy. I'm not like, everybody else, tell to not duck and get in here. I'm not going to be like that. That's Kane Allen. That's other people that do that stuff. I don't expect people to live on the internet and be waiting around for me to call them into a live. That's bullshit. That's just childish, narcissistic, and unrealistic. So I'm not like that. But, you know, I would think that since she has so much energy for me and she has so much to say, she would jump at this opportunity to come in here and talk to me, since she never has. She's never once. Now, I could already watch, mark my words, Cuban Delight will be watching this live from the outside because she's a stalker. She is a stalker. She is a serial stalker, and she will post this on her YouTube. She'll post the sections of it that she wants to on her YouTube, and she'll label it something with my real name, and then she'll claim that I'm a racist, right? But isn't Cuban Delight the actual racist? When, first of all, is she even Cuban? I know she's white. Like, and then she'll say, well, what business is it of yours? Well, you're the one putting it out on the internet. It's everybody's business once you do that. Once you put it out there on the internet, and yeah, then, as you know from the court case that I had with Uni, everybody has the right to question you about it. Once you're putting your shit out on the internet, every single person has their First Amendment right to start questioning you about it. And they have the right to start looking into your personal life, too. Like, this is called accountability. We have this right to do it to politicians, to movie stars. I don't know why you would think that you're more special than them. I don't know why you think that you're so great and wonderful just because you do a protest outside of TikTok to protest mass reporting that you actually do yourself quite often. I don't know why you would think that you're special, other than just narcissism, which you seem to have a lot of. A lot of people on this app do. Yes, please tap the screen, share it out. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the donating money thing, because I know like 3/4 of that goes to TikTok, and usually I end up losing the money anyway. So like, I don't think I've ever cashed. I think I cashed out once a long time ago and made it a donation. Like, I was never asking for money. I never cared to try and make money on the app like that. So I don't really want gifts. You know, I know people like to send them and try to keep the live up. Likes and shares are good enough for me. If I need to restart it, I'll restart it. I'm just surprised that Tavi is missing out on her opportunity. I would have thought that she would have loved this. Let me see. I'm going to send this out to a few more people. Let's see. I'm sending it out a few different ways too, because I know that sometimes will help keep it going. Let's see. Who else? All right. She had a distant relative that she was born on the U.S. Army base in Cuba. Who did? Denise? Is that why she claims herself as Cuban? Because of that? Like, and by the way, Cuban, I saw your little your thing where you were just mad that I was in a box with Scholar. He and I don't even follow each other back. Like, he used to follow me, but when he tried to take credit for the body cam footage of Penelope, and I called him out on that, I kind of like was a little bothered, but you know, I kind of let it go by the wayside. The only reason why, you know, was basically working with some people to try and expose the fact that there is a person on this app with, I think, over 1 million followers that did some really horrible things to their child when their child was about 3 months old. And as a survivor of somebody who was abused as a child, I think that's pretty horrible. And the TikTok guidelines themselves say that somebody who has been convicted of such abuse is not supposed to be allowed on this app. So Patrick Genty, somebody who I used to really admire way back in the day, because I thought he was, you know, a good representation of the LGBTQI plus community. I've since learned he's not. I think he was a good looking man. I used to think he was like cool, but I've watched more and more, and the more I've watched, the more I've realized, like, no, he even admits that he's a POS. He admits it himself that he's a POS. And when I saw what he did to his own kids and then neglected the kids to the point where it was a medical concern. And I looked into it myself because I didn't want to believe things blindly, because I'm not a big fan of doing that. And I looked into it myself, and I saw 3 different charges on 3 different dates. One where he was the actual caretaker, babysitter. I really, I lost all respect. And I was like, yeah, this needs to be called out. Because what I've seen time and time again is that there's this group online, The Fold. And I used to really be a fan of The Fold. And I know what T. Nathan says. I know he says it was bestowed upon him by the ancestors. And let's face it, though, he is the founder. I mean, that's the reality. If we're going to come out of, fairy tale land and talk about reality, he's the founder of it. And I think it started out with good intentions to be a voice for the voiceless, to stand for, the marginalized communities and whatnot. But when they're out here sitting here saying that they stand with the LGBTQI plus community, but several of their members are using a victim from the LGBTQI plus community, a victim of police brutality, as their play toy, where they make profiles up about him. They'll make videos of him singing and dancing next to the officer that took him out of this world. They'll constantly make up stories about him. Like Tavia loves to say that James unalived himself. He went to the beach because he was having an emotional day from the guy that he dated before he passed away, which was not me, by the way. We had been broken up for about 13 years, about 12 to 13 years. We'd broken up in 1999, and he was unalived in 2012. You can do math. I know it's hard for you, Jenny, but you can do it. You can do it, Jenny. I know you told on yourself when you were trying to claim you were 50, and then you said that you moved away from Puerto Rico after Hurricane Hugo when you were 9, letting me know that you were really born in 1980, just like I said, and you had a hard time with that math. I know math isn't your strong subject, but you can do it. You can do it. So yeah, James dated somebody else for almost a decade after he and I broke up. And that guy, even though they were broken up, that guy got James upset. And James went to the beach that day. And an officer took him out of this world. James didn't unalive himself. So spreading that false narrative is bullshit. I heard iCreep was unalive the other day saying that the aunt and several news articles and somebody who talked to the aunt directly said that James was already in the fight before the aunt said so, which is bullshit. She's got the story twisted. But I'm curious, why is she talking to somebody that talked to the aunt? Because the only people that talked to the aunt was initially Uni and Nona Mama during one phone call. And then Lady Guinevere, with almost 1 million followers, harassed the family of a victim of police brutality as well via email. In fact, I say harassed because the first time she reached out to the aunt basically blocked her, and then she reached out to her in a different way, and the aunt said, I already blocked you once, make your purposes known. And Lady Guinevere was very manipulative. In fact, I have the emails right here. We can read them. If Tavi is not going to show, we can talk, because I guarantee you Lady Guinevere won't face me. She literally, instead of facing me, Lady Guinevere called the cops and filed a false police report, and then in her city, in my city, and then she filed a no contact order against me, which the judge dismissed and basically told her she was crazy, because she was trying to say that I was sending subliminal messages to my followers to take care of her, which is what they do. But I digress. But yeah, if Tavia doesn't want to come in, we can read the emails from Lady Guinevere and show how manipulative she was. Jenny's super psycho. Rick, I'm just curious, who are you? Who are you? All voiced by me. Come check these impersonations out. YouTube. You know what? I like doing impersonations too. So, I don't know, maybe I will let Rick up just to see who they are. Jenny doesn't have any right to talk with me anymore. Jenny, I don't know why Jenny thinks that she's privileged to my family's information because she started coming after my family first. I don't know why Jenny thinks that she's entitled as a cisgendered, straight, white woman I'm sorry, white Latino woman. I don't know why she thinks that she's entitled to my privacy. If you disrespect me, don't expect respect in return, Jenny. That's how it works. You don't get special privileges, and you don't get to hide behind the fact that you're a woman or anything else when you bring all that energy. That's the same thing with other people. I'll not say her name again. That's the same thing with other people, though. Don't come out here and deliver all this energy and be disrespectful to somebody and then say, oh, you're doing this to me and I'm this, so you should treat me with special privileges. No, you don't get special privilege. The world is not fair. Sorry. I'll be fair, but you're going to get fair treatment. You bring something to me, you're going to get it back, and I'm not going to hold... I shouldn't say I'm not going to hold back, because I've held back a lot. I've held back on Tavia for 2 years, but she keeps coming at me for her friends. I've never done anything to Tavia. Ask anybody, if you can reach out to Tavia, ask her how we met. Ask Tavia how we met, and ask her why she's coming after me. We met because of the mob mentality, because she chose to engage in the mob mentality with her friends when Uni was asking everybody to come after me. Uni, who's too afraid to face me. Lady Guinevere, who's too afraid to face me. Penelope, who's too afraid to face me. Tavia now, who's too afraid to face me. And the only reason that she keeps coming after me is for her friends. Oh, yes, Heather, we've seen that screenshot where Denise claimed that she was black. Denise can't make up her mind what she is anymore. I'll tell you what she is, in my opinion. It begins with an R and ends with an acist. I mean, when you're a white woman pretending you're not, just to get... Basically what she's doing is she's saying, wait a minute, I see that black people are starting to be recognized and appreciated, so I want to latch onto that as a white woman. Like, that's literally what you're doing. You're literally moving in on people of color when they finally get anything good, and you're trying to leech onto that. That is the ultimate bullshit white woman thing, in my opinion, that you could be doing on this internet. You're literally Rachel Dolezal 2.0. And if you're going to go to a native man and tell him that he needs to bring receipts to you about which elders you're harassing, then I think you should step up to the plate and prove that you're fucking native like you told him you were. Why don't you bring that receipt forward and prove that you're actually native, Denise? Because you're not. You're not. And you sat there and you were disrespectful and racist to a native man. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And you're a therapist, and you're out here calling everybody else things, and you're labeling people as predators, and you're a therapist. What are you going to do with clients that you don't like? That's what I want to know. Why should a person like that even have a license to practice? That's like not... That person is not in their right frame of mind. That's somebody who is in my opinion, they're a danger to society. Let's see. She thinks that she's the police of TikTok. Talks shit while living in a gated community. Yeah. And you know what, Tavia? Have you ever seen what Tavia's apartment looked like? She's not there anymore. We all know she's living with Casey Camden and his girlfriend. But Tavia's old apartment was actually pretty lush. Like, nice pool outside. Like, I looked it up. Because I was curious. Oh, and another thing. I creep. Since I know you like to watch everything I'm doing, show me the video, because you claimed I went by Wig's house and posted a video or something like that. You show me that. Submit feedback. They're going to make me restart the live again because... let's see. Community guy should have... Does not contain the mentioned... Yeah, no. They're going to make me start this live again because they're just too busy reporting it. God, talk about hurt feelings. Patrick is the babysitter. So I'm gonna again, because they want to keep reporting this. I'm gonna restart the live again. Cuban, make sure you're watching from the outside and stalking me, because I don't watch you, Cuban, but you're obsessed with me. You're clearly obsessed with me, Cuban. You're clearly obsessed where you can't handle people talking about you. So Does anybody know if you can pop in the comments? Do I need to restart the live if I get a warning? Is it just best that I do to avoid them mass reporting it? Who? Jenny really lives in her car? Yeah, you need to. Okay, if you guys don't mind, just keep an eye. I'll come right back. Just come right back if you can. I'm going to restart this because they're mass reporting it, and I will restart it. Like, just give me 1 minute and I'll come right back. Yeah, I appreciate you all. I want to get this out. And, like, share this out to Tavi if you can. Like, I really want to address her if she's available because she has so much to say to me. So, let's see. How do I stop this? All right. Just giving this a chance to come back up. Let's see. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. And check the room here. So can everybody see who the first follower or the first one following that this page was following and all the people that it was following? Tavia, Rabbi, Cuban. Why are they always the ones that are on the troll accounts that are harassing people? Now they'll say, oh, but you harassed us. No, I've called you out because you've been nonstop harassing me. In fact, let's go back last year to when I was still on pretty decent terms with Cuban. She came into a live that I was having on Instagram and said, why is everybody talking about James? I need you to contact me ASAP. And I said, okay. She was acting all frantic, like I needed to get in touch with her right away, right? It was important. She wanted the live down, but it was important. I contacted her right away, right? So after my live ended, I mean, I didn't, end my live for her. That's for damn sure. But after my live ended, I contacted her. No response, no response, no response. And then, like out of the blue, she decides to insert herself because somebody named Jay, who I really don't know, she just likes to dox me for her friend Uni. Jay made a whole video, and Jay was doxing me in her video. This is the victim mentality. This is the same thing that Tavia, Cuban, and everybody else does. They will attack a person, they'll dox a person, right? But when it happens back to them, they're all offended. They're all playing victim, right? They'll play victim. Oh my God, this guy did this to me. But wait a minute, let's back up. Didn't you just do that to me? Didn't you just do that to me? But yet you don't want it done back to you. So what happened to treat people the way that we want to be treated? What happened to treating people and judging people based off of the content or of their character or lack thereof? Why are people out here expecting special treatment? Like, just because you're this or that doesn't give you the right to go harass and be disrespectful to other people. It doesn't give you the right to dox and try to intimidate people offline. I've literally gotten so many troll accounts made and videos made where they're putting out false information and they're saying log off. They're trying to intimidate people offline. In fact, yesterday, wow, again they're reporting me. Again they're reporting me. They're reporting big time. I don't understand. Like, why don't you just come into the live if... Oh, here we go. I found it. User. Yep, I found the one doing it. All right, block. Report. Let's report their page. Oh, we can't. I mean, that's pretty obsessive. It's pretty freaking obsessive. I'm kind of I really want to wait for I want to give them a chance to come on here, Heather. No offense. I just like several other people sent me requests too, and I really just want them to come up. I don't want to open it up right now for anything else or get distracted or off topic. No, please, no offense. Like another time I will definitely go live. But for today, I want to stay focused. I've got some notes that I want to talk about because if Tavi is not going to come in here, I'm going to address other things, and they can report it. Like I'm not breaking any guidelines. I'm not breaking any, community guidelines by talking about the truth. They just can't handle the truth. And I think the fact that I'm being mass reported left and right kind of speaks volumes about the fact that they want everybody silenced. But where's Tavia? Where is Tavia? Like, why is she hiding? I don't understand. Who's the executive? I don't know who that is. I feel like I've seen your name before, but I just don't know. If you guys don't mind, tap the screen, share it out. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, remember, at the end of the day, no matter how anybody feels about me, I understand, like, 2 years ago, maybe... Oh, wow, look at that. Cuban, is that you sharing out my live to get everybody to mass report it? Is that you? Is that you popping in here and sharing it out? Or was that Jenny? People are so funny. I understand, like, about 2 years ago when they would harass me about James or when they would, make videos about James and stuff, it used to get me to a point where it would emotionally cripple me, and it got me to the point where I wanted to unalive myself. And they have literally tried to re-traumatize me to bring me back to that point. They've basically tried to challenge me to do that, to take myself out of this world, and they've tried to use the same tactics that they used to. But what they don't realize is that I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. Like, what are you going to do? None of you have pulled up. You've been doxing me 24/7 for, like, over a year now. I mean, Cuban, yeah, I've seen all your YouTube videos, and I made sure to forward them to the appropriate people so they could see what you're doing, too. Because what you're doing is vile and disgusting, and if you're going to do it, just keep in mind, the same things could be done to you. Because, I mean, let's face it, Denise Charlene Maupin, 51 years old, she's the one that's actually what we say, begins with an R and ends with an acist. When you're out here pretending that you're something you're not and you're taking advantage of people of color, that's an issue. Who's Sun Queen? I don't know who that is. Invite to join live. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Do I know you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, are you requesting to do a battle?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not battling right now. I'm doing a live about something else. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. It's okay.
I appreciate the request, though. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a follow since you're nice and came up there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know who she was. I was hoping it was Tavi or somebody from that side coming in to talk, but yeah, Cherie, I know she's not. Cuban's been extremely disrespectful to, I hate even calling her Cuban. Her name's Denise. I don't even know if she has any Cuban in her because she's too afraid to show her actual DNA. She's too afraid to actually be, somebody with integrity that's going to stand by what she says and document it and not just be out here being a whole Rachel Dolezal. Tavia is dealing with a family emergency. Oh, come on. That's a lame excuse. I'm sorry. That's a lame excuse. She was not dealing with a family emergency this morning when she was making a troll page about a victim of police brutality. I mean, you know, if Tavia wants to deliver all that energy, let's talk about how she's put basically her whole life out on Facebook, talking about how, you know, I don't know, some man that she was with took advantage of her. Yeah, it happened to me too, not that long ago. But you know what? We move on. We pull up our big boy and big girl panties and we move on in life. You know, we don't cry about it to everybody online and expect everybody to feel sorry for us because we put ourselves into a position where we got hurt. You know, if you want to be out here being foul to a bunch of other people, maybe you should really take care of your own life first and realize why somebody might be doing that. Her son probably tried to unalive another person. Did that actually happen? Heather, if you'd send that to me, I think you sent me part of it. You did send me part of it, but I've never seen it like unedited. I'd love to see like the unedited version. I know they never come to the lives. And the last time Kane Allen asked me to go to his live, I had to screen record it to show that he wasn't letting me up in the box. He was just keeping me in the comments section and saying, like, basically lying, saying that I wasn't doing it. I'm sorry, Dominique. His name is Dominique M. Allen. He's the one that actually pretended that a cousin died when he wasn't related to the guy, and he made like thousands of dollars off of somebody else's tragedy. Kane Dominique Allen, you know, Kansas City, Missouri. He was targeting James too, while he's out here actually committing fraud, is what a lot of them do. A lot of the GoFraudMe group. Oops, I accidentally just muted the executive. How do I undo that? I didn't mean to do that. I just hit something too quick. Oh my God, I did not mean to do that. How do I fix that? I did not mean to mute you, executive. I am so sorry. And now I don't know how to fix it. Oh my God, I am so sorry. If you have another account to come in, I swear I did not mean to do that. I just saw something pop up and I hit accident. I am so sorry. So Cherie, I woke up this morning to this account. I'll bring up a screenshot to show you. You asked me what's going on. I woke up this morning and I had a request to, I don't know what started it with Tavia. I've never had personal issues with Tavia. Tavia has just always come after me for other people. Tavia started coming after me for uni. And then recently, I think she started coming after me for Jenny or somebody else. Like, they all just do it for each other. I've never done anything to Tavia. I've never had an issue with Tavia. The only thing I've ever done is defend myself against her. And now I'm finally returning some energy because I'm tired of it. Like, she literally this morning, I woke up to a page that was created. I'll bring it up. Celine lies though. I mean, Celine lies a lot. Celine is and you're probably her. So sorry, one follow, you're following one person. I don't, home repairs are us. That's probably Rabbi. Celine admitted she did it, but she's saying because I made an account about her, but tell her to prove that I made an account about her, one. Two, I woke up the other day to an account that was clearly made by Tavia called I am Joe Dijulio. And like that was what started it all, was 2 days ago. In fact, I'm going to try and see if I could bring up that screenshot. And then Tavia wants to say, oh, you doxed me. I didn't dox you. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I have proof that you were behind that account just like this. You were the only one following and the only follower. And it was only your accounts. And you were also following Chasing Pillows. Those were the only people. And Tavia was 100% behind that shit. And then she wants to play victim, like gaslighting, like always, right? Gaslighting. So, don't cry when it happens to you. If it's okay for you to do it, then if you're going to say, oh, you did this to me, well, then you better come forward and admit what you did first, because I've never going after anybody just to go after somebody. It's always been returned energy, or it's always been because they brought themselves to my attention, like Uni and Penelope, who's a whole ass white woman, and her most viral video of 2021 was where Penelope was claiming that I was sending white supremacists after her and she had to move. 1, she never moved. 2, she's white. 3, I didn't know where she lived at the time. 4, it was actually found out to be her that was responding to her own comments from a troll page and making it seem like something was happening that wasn't. It was Penelope setting a story, because according to Penelope, what better way to do a GoFundMe than to claim that white supremacists are coming after you? That's what she said to me when she apologized to me privately before she started coming after me again. Another one who's too afraid to face me in a box, Penelope. Penelope's never had the courage to face me in a box. Never once since I called her out. Tavia is dealing with a lot, living with Casey Camden. Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing, Sobi. If she's dealing with a lot, great. She shouldn't be making troll pages of a victim of police brutality, because again, at the end of the day, he's still a victim of police brutality. He's still a victim of police brutality. He has not done anything to anybody. He was taken out of this world in 2012. Like that is the most disgusting thing in the world. And then Jenny to be making videos of him singing next to the officer that took him out of this world is another disgusting thing. Jenny also was posting pictures of my great nephew as a baby after he had brain surgery. Like, Jenny, you were literally posting pictures, multiple pictures of an infant child that had surgery. Jenny, you're a predator, going after, stalking a 14-year-old constantly for what? How many months now, Brandy? Almost 10 months, I think. Jenny's been stalking a 14-year-old, literally trying to reach out to him, saying that she'll be his mommy now, that she'll adopt him. That's creepy. That's creepy, and that's weird. That's weird. That's weird as fuck. That's very predatory. Very predatory. Yeah, Jenny was doing that. I got a screenshot that Jenny was posting pictures of my great nephew. They reached out to my family too. They reached out to him. Like, it's bad enough that my nephew wasn't dealing with his kid growing through surgery. All in their fight against me, they brought in people that had nothing to do with it. But these are people that stand with a person that broke a 3-month trigger warning, type trigger warning in the comments, please. They're standing with a person that broke the bones of a 3-month-old baby and then neglected to take him to the hospital after he broke his bones. Patrick Genty, they're standing with him. He doesn't even belong on this app, and they're standing with that person. They're standing with other people who have gotten caught committing fraud. They're standing with a lot of people that have a lot of criminal charges for pretty effed up things,